Welcome to our channel. In this video, we'll cover the controversial topic of Moroccan Dutch Imam Yousef Musabih, who sparked outrage among the Muslim community in the Netherlands after appearing in a video singing the Israeli national anthem. We'll explore the details of his visit to Israel, which came at a particularly sensitive time, as the situation in Gaza escalates and thousands of civilian casualties occur. We will discuss the angry reactions from the Muslim community, and how this visit was viewed as a stab in the back of the Palestinians. We will also discuss the statement by the Bilal Mosque administration, which confirmed that it had no relationship with the Imam and expressed its rejection of anyone who incites discord. In a quiet Dutch city, a story erupted that shook the Muslim community, not only in the Netherlands, but throughout Europe. The story is not about a crime, but about a mosque imam, a once respected figure, who overnight became, in the eyes of many, a symbol of betrayal. An imam named Yousef Musabih, a man of Moroccan origin, is known for his sermons at the Bilal Mosque in Alkmaar. Suddenly, he appears in a shocking video posted by the Israeli president's official account. The imam, dressed in his traditional Moroccan jalaba, stands among a delegation of imams, not only participating in a religious dialogue but also singing the Israeli national anthem, Hatikva, in Arabic. How did an imam go from being a leader of his community to being dismissed from his position? And what is the full story that led to this decision? It all began with a mysterious journey. Imam Yousef Musabih, who had previously served as an imam in the Moroccan city of Ouarzazate before moving to the Netherlands, informed the management of the Bilal Mosque in Alkmaar that he would be absent for personal reasons. His absence initially seemed normal and did not raise any suspicions. But the truth was something else. Imam Musabih was on his way to Israel, part of a delegation of approximately 15 imams and religious leaders from across Europe, including France, Belgium, Italy, and the United Kingdom. The visit was organized by a European non-governmental organization called the European Leadership Network, ELNET, which publicly aims to strengthen relations between Europe and Israel. Visits to religious sites in Jerusalem, such as Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a tour of the Israeli Knesset, and a stop at Yad Vashem, but the point that sparked the crisis was the official meeting with Israeli President Isaac Herzog. Here, it was no longer just an interfaith dialogue. It became a profoundly political event, especially given its timing, which came at a time when the situation in Gaza was extremely tense. The timing was fatal, and the symbolism was even more deadly. The imam, who had asked for permission for personal reasons, found himself at the center of a controversial political event, one he hadn't told anyone in his community or the mosque's administration about. It was a betrayal of trust, above all else. Secrecy didn't last long in our digital age. A photo, then a video, went viral. The Israeli president's official Twitter account proudly posted clips of the meeting, describing the visit as a progressive step against extremist forces. But what the Muslim and Arab world witnessed was a shocking sight. Imam Yousef Musabih, dressed in his Moroccan robe, stood up and recited the words of the Israeli national anthem in Arabic. These were not just words, they were a symbolic declaration that sparked outrage. In a political and religious culture where every gesture carries profound meaning, this scene was an earthquake. The Muslim community in Alkmaar and the Netherlands was shaken. How could their imam, who is supposed to represent them, participate in such an act? The anger wasn't directed against the idea of dialogue with Jews per se, as many believe in the importance of coexistence. Rather, the anger was directed against what they perceived as normalization, and a whitewashing of Israel's image at a time when it is accused of committing war crimes. Reactions flooded social media, with the move described as traitor and shameful. Even extremist figures took advantage of the situation to accuse the imam of blasphemy. The secret trip escalated into a public scandal, and Imam Musabih found himself isolated and accused by the very community he spiritually led. The Bilal Mosque administration could not remain silent. It was placed in a difficult position. The mosque's reputation was at stake, and pressure from the community was mounting. A decisive decision had to be made. The official statement issued by the mosque's administration was forceful and resolute, describing the incident as a moral betrayal and a stab in the back of the Palestinian cause. The statement emphasized that Imam Musabih acted in a personal capacity, and that his actions do not represent the vision of the mosque or its community. The decision was immediate and decisive: to terminate Imam Yousef Musabih's duties and remove him from his position. The mosque's management explained that keeping him on would threaten unity and incite discord within the Dutch Muslim community. Not content with that, the mosque indicated the possibility of taking legal action against the imam for the serious damage to the mosque's reputation. The position was clear. The mosque and its community reject such normalization, especially in light of the current political circumstances. To understand the magnitude of the issue, we must look at the deeper dimensions it has revealed. First, The political dimension. Timing was the most sensitive factor. The visit coincided with a violent escalation in Gaza, making it impossible to view it as a mere interfaith dialogue. It was interpreted as a political move in support of Israel. For this reason, critics used the word normalization rather than dialogue. Second, the religious dimension. Here, the issue entered a thorny area. Critics invoked the concept of loyalty and disavowal, an Islamic principle that signifies loyalty to believers and disavowal of their enemies. From their perspective, the Imam's visit and meeting with Israeli officials was a violation of this principle. On the other hand, another, minority, voice believes that such visits could fall under the rubric of dialogue between followers of the Abrahamic religions. But this voice was drowned out by the din of anger. Third, the social dimension. The incident revealed a deep rift within Muslim communities in Europe. These communities are torn between the pressure to integrate into their societies and their emotional loyalty to the causes of the Islamic nation, foremost among them the Palestinian cause. The reaction demonstrated that the vast majority chose to side with principles. Even the Imams and Preachers Initiative in the Netherlands issued a statement condemning the visit, describing it as a gross violation of the principles of faith and a moral decline. If you find this analysis important for understanding the complex issues facing our world, please subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and don't forget to share the video with your friends. Your support allows us to continue. Amid this storm, the voice of Imam Yousef Musabih himself remains absent. To date, he has not issued any comment or clarification. His silence leaves the door open to speculation. Does he regret his actions? Or does he still believe in the rightness of his actions? The story of the Moroccan Imam's expulsion from the Netherlands is more than just a passing news story. It is a story about trust, religion, politics, and identity. It has exposed the deep fault lines within Muslim communities in the West, and the difficulty of balancing the demands of reality with the pressures of principle. Now, we leave the question to you. Was Imam Musabih's visit a courageous step toward necessary dialogue, even in the most difficult circumstances? Or was it an unforgivable betrayal of the Palestinian cause and a grave miscalculation? Share your thoughts with us in the comments.